Hello, everyone. I am a one-woman show today. Let me know if the sound is good. Probably not when I do that. I'm dead. Shaq, I too have lost all momentum. This episode could have been an email. I just wanted to show up and say hi to everyone, and we're going to talk about what went down on this. I don't even know what to call it. Dick sculpting episode. I was like, am I going to get banned from YouTube for this? Yes. Who came up with this challenge? I must know. Someone who has a weird fetish. All right, let's get into it. I have the play by play for the podcast. So we're on Love Island season 4, episode 32. Hi, After the Island. I'm Alex. And I'm Elizabeth. And this is After the Island. So episode 32, we start out with Sydney and Isaiah talking, and it's, the same thing over and over again. I feel like the entire episode was this same conversation 16 times. And we all knew that Sydney was going to take him back, but I did like how she was acting. I'll get there, but she had me dead at some of the things she was saying. You know what's so funny to me too? It goes into Zimmy talking, and they're talking about Isaiah and Sydney. Like, can we get some moments for Zimmy where they're talking about themselves? And like, I want to know fun facts about them. I want to know stuff about them. I didn't need to know that T Swerve got his Swerve name from his body part. That was something I didn't need to learn, but we did. So they're just talking about Zeta kind of says if he does this again, she should be done. And I'm like, "Mm, I'm not in there, so I don't know. But they are always on therapist duty. Elizabeth had to shoot all day, so I'm just taking the reins on this. But I do love that she spills the tea to Timmy. Like they enjoy talking about it, or at least they play off that they do. So it's not incredibly horrible to listen to, but I just want them to have their own time and for us to learn more about them. Jesse and Deb, their conversation was like, what it always is, funny. Jesse's like, or Deb is like, you're not physically attracted to me. And they're just joking around. But Jesse, you guys, is so comfortable now. I don't know if you noticed in this episode, it almost felt like an unseen bit episode to me because the guys were chaotic. Like everyone must be losing their minds. Yeah, haters will hate is basically what was taken away from that. And what I wrote down was they don't care about what was said on Twitter, but they do care. So, I mean, it just like meshes with them. It makes sense. And then Phoebe and Chad, the conversation where they think that they can both infiltrate someone with their words. Did anyone else find that weird? I don't know. I think they kind of like each other. And then they're talking about how she wants to be a lawyer and she wants to go to Harvard, Columbia. I gotta look at my notes. Stanford. And then she was trying to talk Chad into being a lawyer. Yeah. I don't really know if either of them can infiltrate with their words. Well, actually, Phoebe might be able to. She infiltrated her way into the villa. I don't know. Shaq, stop it. Deb doing the impressions at night too was sending me, everyone is fucking losing their minds. It's that week where everyone is like, get me the hell out of here. They are doing the weirdest shit and the camera is finally showing it. Like, I can't even explain it without getting up and doing it, but Deb was being hilarious. Jesse goes off and is looking at the what are they called? Not cabinets, dressers. And he's like, Deb says a lot. Demanding, energetic, biscuit, sir. And then Mackenzie's like, not beautiful? What? What do you mean? I love that we have a new acronym. LMAO. Very interesting. I can't get up and do it, Shaq. Like, I have so much stuff around me. I had to fill this space because Elizabeth's not here. So I would do it. Isaiah in the sheets of the night with the trusty microphone in the headboard, we got to hear what he was saying when he said, "You mean so much to me. I've never liked anyone this much, not even my ex." So we've clearly had that conversation at some point. They have. And then it's Mackenzie's birthday. And I really thought they were going to do a birthday party for her because they've uploaded a picture and everything of a box with birthday stuff. She had like a really cute dress on. It was the Sydney and Isaiah show. It was wild. And I just thought it was kind of funny how Sydney again is talking to Isaiah the next morning and she's saying, "Why is there so much baggage when we literally met a month ago?" Maybe it wasn't to Isaiah, but I was like, that's actually so true. And it should be a red flag, but I think she's too deep in it. So I don't know. Like, I really like them together, and I'm a huge fan of Sydney. I really like her. Um, but I don't know. Like, who knows if it's gonna work out on the outside? We just never know. That's why we have to keep up with all the post island information that is going to be thrown our way. Isaiah and Jeff have a chat and he's apologizing. He says his old self would have just like walked away from this. I'm like, your old self, you're 21. Like your 16-year-old self? I can't. I can't. Sydney and Dev are the show now. Let's be real. It's true. They it's I don't know what's going on. This episode was not it. And it was the entire time it was just talking about like Sydney and Isaiah. And I was like, okay, we all know what's gonna happen. Let's just what why? Why are we taking so much time to do this? So I'm gonna kind of skip over it just because I feel like we've discussed it so many times. Except I died when Zeta was talking to Sydney and she's like, I believe him. I believe him about Isaiah. Zeta is just so neutral towards everyone. And I love that about her because it's a calming factor in the villa when everyone's butting heads. And she's just rooting for everyone. And I love to see it. Yeah, that killed me. Goodbye to the streets. The Spanish lessons between Nadjha and Jeff are hilarious. She's like, he gets an A plus for effort, but like truly an F for being good at it. But I think it's really cute that he's trying to learn Spanish for her. I think Jeff is all in. And when we talked to Courtney yesterday, I like obviously asked the tea because I wanted to know. And she said that Nadjha and Jeff are so legit and they complement each other's personalities so well. Like there's no one else in there that could handle the both of them. Like they're perfect together, which I thought was nice to hear. um and Jeff says he wants to marry her and have children with her. I think honestly, like he's just saying shit. I don't know if he truly means that. That's just me being negative because I don't believe in love. But that's fast. And everyone was mixing up their phrases as they have this entire season. But Jeff said, I just want to be in a relationship. I want to change your name. And she was like, oh my God, like you almost had it. You want to change my last name. Thought that was hilarious. I'm dead. I love Jeff. I hate how fans call him Musty. I've never seen that. I must be just on pro Jeff everything. And then Isaiah and Sydney have another talk, and he asks her to trust him, and I kind of would. I wasn't taken aback because, like, I'm not taken aback by anything that comes out of his mouth, but him saying to let her trust him is kind of like, how? How? Why would she? For what? Right now? What have you shown her? And then we see throughout the episode, he's starting to gain back the trust, and he's doing actions. That's what we like to see. Actions over words, you know? So claps for Isaiah. Um, and then we get to the class discussion. The inappropriate dick sculpting class. Who the fuck? And I mean, who the fuck? I want to take this up with them. Came up with this idea. Especially with peacock and cock being in capital letters. Like, I truly can't. They're just pushing it to the level. So they were molding dicks out of clay and chanting dicks, dicks, dicks. I'm like, this episode is gonna get banned from YouTube. The one thing that I did laugh out loud at was Zeta and her trying to picture balls in her mouth. So funny. And Deb, I wasn't good at science, so I really don't know like the difference in width and height and shit between balls and a shaft. It was, you liked the challenge. Okay, good. I'm glad people were excited about it. I thought it was funny. It just took up a lot of time, and I was like, all right, we have bigger issues to address here, I feel. But no, we're sculpting dicks. And then Zeta goes on to say, I've never felt Timmy's dick. I don't know what it would be like. And Sydney wants to give Isaiah a micropene, which I thought was hilarious because that would be me. Can you imagine doing this your season? Honestly, yes. Like, yeah, I could. I totally could. I've been with my husband for 20 years and I couldn't even scold him like that. I'm dead. So then it was the boys' turn. And this is where we see the boys they're off the rails. They have lost it completely. Jesse just blurts out, I wish I could suck my own dick. And then someone literally was like, Jesse, you're on TV. What? It was just everyone spiraling into that hole of Love Island where you're like, get me out. I don't know if you guys watched Courtney's episode yesterday, but she had me dying about how they call it rehab because it's so true. And it's like, it's at the brink where you're about to lose it. I said, Jesse, what? Same. So I got to go down the list because there was a lot of unhinged behavior. Thank you for that word. I was looking for it. And Jesse gives himself a micropene. Timmy tells the world's gonna know how he got his nickname T-Swerve and proceeds to make an O-shaped penis. I just have written they're enjoying this too much. Chad equals chode. Jesse, when Deb sees Jesse's creation, she is so fucking pissed. She's like, why can't you take anything seriously? And then he's still on one, being like, I hope this doesn't affect our relationship. I hope it doesn't. Phoebe and Jared, who would have thought? They had it like spot on. I mean, like, I think they just went off of what a normal, I can't even speak. I can't believe I'm doing this alone. I don't even have someone to bounce off with this. This feels wrong. Nadjha and Jeff, spot on. Sydney and Isaiah. Sydney said your balls aren't that big. She just has some good one-liners. Yet again, I'm writing the boys are far too comfy right now. Yeah, moving on. Did I say Jared? Oh my God. I can't keep up. Oh my God. I didn't even mean to click that. I literally just clicked a random comment. Yes, I have, you guys. It's so hard because I wanna read my notes so I can stay on track for you, but I wanna talk with you guys about it too. I'm like, "Can I do this? Okay." Uh, and then it basically just goes to Isaiah asking Sydney to be his girlfriend and the whole shebang around it. I mean, we really coulda cut this down to 5 minutes. I get it. It's super cute. I was awing, but I was ready for it to be done. I was ready for it to be over. I'm gonna make Elizabeth do a sculpture tomorrow during class. That's her punishment. So, the barbecue boys are planning with Isaiah. I love how they just have to name drop too when it's not about them. They're like, "The barbecue boys helped." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, okay, Isaiah killed it. I agree because I really thought that he was gonna do the thing that every person does on Love Island when they're asking someone out, and it's the scavenger hunt thing, and I was like, "Please God, no. I cannot sit through another one of these." No. He asked her as a response to insulting her. It's like low-key a dick move. I can see where you're coming from with that. I just am so horse blinded by them that I love them. So everything they do, I just say it's love. And then he wrote a poem. I tried to write it really quick, but was it steak, strawberries on your plate, more than just a date? I was like, "Oh my God, what is with every boy on this series obsessed with rhyming and, like, rapping?" It's so funny. Steak and whipped cream all up on your plate. I'm dead. They've always gotta do something cringe. Always gotta do it. And then I died when Jeff was like, "Don't fuck it up." Could have been Jeff. I mean, Jesse. I don't remember who said it. I just wrote it down. Okay. The Zeta and Isaiah talk was hilarious, but I just have to say, did anyone else pick up on the beginning of the scene where she like he knocks on the door and Zeta's like, "Hey, Isaiah." And Isaiah's like, "Hey, Zeta." It was so staged. It was unreal. And I just died at that moment because it's like, it's so funny when those kinds of things happen and you have to act like it's natural, but you're like, "What do I do?" And it's your best friend. You know what to do. You just go up and say, "Hey, yo, I need help." But they're like, "Hey, hey, do you want to help me with something?" Like, it was very weird, but I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. And so he's telling Zeta, "You have to keep her busy." And Zeta's freaking out because she's like, she fucking hates this place. She wants to get out of here the minute she's ready. And what am I going to do? Like, hold her down? She's like, "I've been tasked with something and I am now distraction Z." And then they do the knock. And I was crying because Zeta was like doing all of these like complicated, like good beats. And Isaiah can't get it down. And she's like, "Oh my God, you white boy. Like, fine, we'll do something basic." Zeta was thinking, why is he in the makeup room? He could not get that knock right. That's for sure. Um, I'll answer some of those questions at the end that you guys are asking. Um, And then Sydney, they're like trying to prep her. They're asking, "What do you think is gonna happen tonight?" She reminded me of Damien from or no, that girl from Mean Girls when she's like at the wrong school and she just wants to be there to hug someone. She's like, "I think that all of the ex-Islanders are gonna come back and we're gonna bake a cake and we're gonna hug." I loved that response. Could you imagine if they did that? It'd be hilarious. And then she starts talking what I found the editors this season have found a way to make everything so funny and polar opposites of what's going on with each other. Sydney's sitting up there talking about how she doesn't know what she's going to do about Isaiah because she usually checks out at this moment and she just like cuts it off or just kind of, goes dark. And then you overhear Isaiah is literally planning to say, "I love you." It was just wild. And then I loved when she said, "I never know what my gut is telling me." Like, why does everyone know what their gut is telling them? She's such a Libra. That's such a Libra thing because you can never make up your mind. I'm like, we have that in common. We have a lot in common. And Timmy does the knock, Butler Timmy, and Zeta walks her out. And someone goes, "What kind of knock was that?" I don't know who said it. Hilarious, though. And I thought the flowers were so cute when she was walking down the stairs and up to the treehouse. It was so cute. I don't know where they got the flowers or where he got a paper and pen to write down the poem because like you're not allowed to have that. So Timmy and Zeta literally look like proud parents as they're watching all of this happen and transpire, and it's so cute, and they're all just waiting for that moment, just looking up. It's hilarious. And Isaiah asks Sydney to be his girlfriend, and they get a glass of champagne, which I love that for him. The poem was on the phone. That makes sense. Okay. Got it. Thank you. My eyes were all over the place during this episode. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't paying full attention. He does his whole poem, and then she responds with, "Besides all the shit that you put me through, I really like you." Everything she said this episode had me dead. Just because she wasn't giving him what he wanted, and she shouldn't. She should make him work for it, and he is. He's busting his ass now. And Jesse serves dessert, and did anyone notice the way that he was talking? He was trying to talk like a waiter, and he was like, "My good sir, yes, yes," like really fast and like hurried. I just love that. It seemed like they were at like a white tablecloth dinner, and it's the servers that don't want to annoy you. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Why'd you explain who Elizabeth is while addressing Alex? I don't know what's going on in this chat. Elizabeth is nowhere to be found. It's just me. I do care about you. Just stop hurting me. There is no way I wrote Isaiah's poem mad cute because I've never used that language ever. Okay, I don't know. Wow. And then I said he loves her! Exclamation point. And what I loved, and I was like, "Oh, she's taken one from my book, season 1." She stood up and she screamed, "I have a boyfriend." She was like, "I have a boyfriend." I did that too. I love that. Thought it was hilarious, and then screamed, "Goodbye to the streets." No longer the streets. And then he says he loves her. I don't know if I just like already said that, but she says, "I want to say it back to you, but like I'm not going to right now." Again, claps for Sydney. Hilarious. We all know she does. She's just not going to say it. And that's really where it was left. And we got to vote on most compatible Islanders. I don't know. Let's watch the first look. Okay. Who's ready for the first look? Sorry. Oh no. No. Why does it do this? I don't want to be that big. There we go.
Islanders, it's time to take each other up the aisle in today's couples challenge. Taking love.
I think I'm Mackenzie's done this challenge.
This is the worst. I hate cake. It's like, so nasty.
It's like an American tradition.
Well, I'm Colombian.
That's wet.
I decided to be a bit inventive and try to go about it a different way.
I couldn't see anything after I got the ducky out of the cake.
Yum.
It is annoying to see like Sydney and Isaiah and like Zeta and Timmy, and I feel like I've put in the same amount of effort as them, and I'm like, why aren't I there?
I feel like this could be like a great relationship for you, but I don't think it's going to be the relationship for you.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't see you be your fun self around him.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't disagree with you is the problem. It just sucks 'cause there is, like, I think something deep down missing.
Oh,
Still got it.
I got a
not the
tape.
doubt.
Will all islanders gather at the fire pit?
Do it.
Islanders, America has been voting for the couple that they think is most compatible. Those with the fewest votes risk being dumped tonight.
Okay. I just really zoned out at that last part. Did they say one couple? Not the ring light showing. I can't fix it. Just ignore that. I'm shook. Mackenzie told Deb that. It's really weird because everyone that has come off the show has had similar things to say about Jesse and Deb's relationship, that they have a great relationship, blah, blah, blah. So it's interesting that this is coming up now. I really feel like they're just trying to cast doubt in everyone's mind because there's not like much going on. But do you guys agree? He's too boring for Deb. Okay. I don't know. It's hard because they were together since the beginning, so I'm sure she's conflicted, and also no one else came in that she really Maddie did give her opinion about Jesse and Deb, and she said it was right before the recoupling for Casa Amor, and she said, I think that this will kick his ass into gear because I really do like them together. But I just, Deb needs to talk to Jesse, but like, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Shit, where'd it go? You see them more as friends. Like, what else are they going to talk about? I feel like every time they talk, they discuss the same stuff. I don't know if it's Jesse being, again, like we say, I don't know if it's him being uncomfortable on camera. He's definitely loosened up. That, I mean, I really I recognized it. I don't know. He doesn't make her feel sexy. Did she say that? They need to have a deep convo because they just laughed at it. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. But also, what I always say, because that was how me and Dylan were portrayed, like that we literally just laughed at everything and were idiots and couldn't form sentences. But it wasn't that way. It was just, it's so uncomfortable to have those kinds of conversations on camera. And even though they're not right in your face, you still know that you're being filmed. And it's just so hard, especially like for me and Dylan, it was just so awkward. It was just weird. And some people are fine with it. And so at nighttime, when you're going to bed, that's usually when you connect and when you talk and you get on a deeper level. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm dead. Oh no, I did forget about this. Going back to Phoebe and Chad, she said that they were like bros, but also have sexual tension. But I could see that too, because not to the extent where I would be like, we're bros, but me and Dylan were like that. So I don't fault her for that. They're just not intimate. Do you think? I don't think Deb's going to self-eliminate. I don't think so. This season should have been longer. I agree. It's kind of it feels like it's wrapping up really, really quickly. bros meaning friends, not a weird statement. That's what I took it as. I did not think she said like brother because we've already had enough sibling situations this season. I think that's just the way she talks. I think that's just the way she talks. She's like, we're bros. She's like a bro-y girl. I get it. I do get it. And okay, who do we think's gonna go home? I wish I could do like a voter thing on here. That would be a great thing to have. So who do you think goes home? Does one couple go home or are they going to pick? Because it's either Phoebe and Chad or Mackenzie and Joel. I forget. I have to watch it back. I can't tell. Was it a couple or are they going to pick? Because yeah, so are the couples going home or is it going to be the two couples in the bottom and then they pick one boy, one girl from each couple? Because we know that they're going to save Phoebe and Chad. Because Courtney said that a lot of them, Phoebe's friends with like all of them. And I can tell too from these newer episodes, she's definitely getting along with them until they come out and see what she did. You don't think they said, okay. You predict Joel and Phoebe are going to go home. I don't know, because then what's Chad? Like, Chad and Mackenzie aren't into each other. They always switch it up when we think we have the power. Yeah, that's the thing about the voting. It's like you get to have a partial say, but not the whole say. It's too late to be saving individuals. The finale is Sunday. Yes, but they usually don't announce the final four couples until after they do the babies. Yeah, we need Elizabeth's bad prediction corner. There's no way they're not bringing in new people. But listen, how many episodes do we have? What day is today? The Wednesday? Yeah. Thursday, Friday. Do we get an episode on Saturday? They're definitely shooting the finale like right now. No, that can't be. When are they going to shoot the finale? I'm so confused. 4 couples do the last date. Those are the final dates. And then Sunday is the finale. They should bring in people who've left, who are couples outside. Yeah, I guess. I feel like there's no point. Saturday's an unseen bits, but maybe they'll make it an episode. I'm sure they won't. Okay, Jane, not Jane arguing with me. Well, on my season and all of the most past seasons that I can remember, all of the final 4 couples go on the final dates. 5 couples get babies. The final dates are probably happening right now. Yes, you are correct. All of the can we talk about all the couples on the outside? They're killing it. Kat and Jared are literally so cute and so obsessed with each other. Maddie and I almost said Zach because Andy reminds me so much of Zach. Andy. I wonder if they're going to move closer together. I did. Who is this guy? When are they meeting the family? Oh my God, you're right. They're not doing babies. There's no way. There's no time. Because unless they put, okay, let's think about it. Unless they put all 4 final dates in one episode, yikes. I don't know if they'll do that. That would be probably Friday. You get 2 days to vote. So Sunday. Thursday would be families. No, No, final dates and then the families come in. Yes. Yes. Yes, someone just said that. Who what do you want the tea about? Someone said I want the tea. I'll give you the tea. Serenity and Tyler. Are any of the previous US Love Island couples still together? Not that I know of. Do you think you'll get a reunion? You'll just have to wait. Wikipedia originally said that the finale date listed for the 5th of September. I did see that the city of Santa Barbara did post an ordinance that they had to be out by that certain date. So I don't think that we're going to get like an extended week. Bennett's married. Yeah, he is. Liz T. Oh, about what? I can't spill her tea. Can they bring someone other? No, they're not going to bring anyone else in. There's no way. It's too late. Was everyone freaking out about I'm having anxiety? Let's talk about something else. I wish they did the talent show. I would have died if that happened. Honestly, just for like secondhand embarrassment. Did you guys like the second half of the season? I think the thing with Love Island, and I find myself every year when I watch even the UK, like I love the UK. I feel like after Casa Amor, it gets boring. And that it's just me because I don't love reality TV and I like the tea. I like the drama. And after that, it's just kind of like, I'm bored. Love isn't real. Do we see any of the couples lasting out in the real world? I think Isaiah and Sydney are definitely going to give it a real go. I'm too attached to the OGs. Same. The one thing, I forgot about this when they were talking about how they've overcome all these hurdles. And this was me watching as an Islander, not as a viewer, but they're talking about all these hurdles that they've overcome. I'm like, oh, you guys just don't even know yet. You don't even know. You think that there's these hurdles in Love Island, but then you get out in the real world and you're like, that was a piece of cake. Battle of the Fly. You're getting everything paid for. You're getting fed every day. You don't have to worry about anything except for finding a connection. And then you go out into the real world and it's like, sure, you've gone through a lot of shit in there, but when you come out of that villa, your world is rocked, number one. Two, it's like the whole distance thing. I don't know everyone's proximity to each other, so I can't speak to that, but thanks. It's always a struggle. I mean, and then like paying bills, getting a job, things happening for some people and then it not happening for others. There's like a lot of a resentment, at least for, I can speak on my season, a lot of resentment for some people getting things that others aren't. And it's harder. So I hope that they are prepared. They always end up moving to LA. That's funny. Most of my season lived in LA already. Like I lived in LA for years before. Like Courtney saying she had to get used to carrying her purse again. That seriously killed me that was her biggest struggle coming out of the villa. I love her so much. She's like, I have been late to everything because I just keep forgetting my purse. Life is harder than reality TV. Check. I hope so too. And we talked to Courtney about it. And she said that she's 100% going to be there for her. And I said, the worst thing about coming out off this show, no matter who you are, you can be loved so much by the public or hated. But when you see comments about yourself, it could be the smallest thing or the rudest thing, but usually it's the small things that get to you, and you have like horse blinders to all of the nice things people are saying about you. So I hope that they take a break from social media, just because it's so hard. And I know every single person from my season. I know so many people from every other season that went through the same thing. And I wish that I had came out differently and not looked at shit, because it really messed with my head. Did I apply or did I get recruited? I got recruited through one of my best friends. She had gotten reached out to on Instagram, and then she was like, oh, you should look at my friend Alex's profile. So the guy reached out to me via Instagram, and that's basically how it went. I don't know how many people have been picked from the applications. Elizabeth kept saying that Bria did. But I really do feel like they mainly message people on Instagram. Most people think it's fake. I'm gonna leave in like 5 minutes. I just want to talk to you guys. I wish my big toe was my biggest insecurity. Same. I was the #1 draft pick. I was for Love Island. It's actually kind of crazy. If you've heard this story, sorry, I'm gonna tell it again because it's the coolest thing ever. I was the very first casting tape they ever saw of any Islander for the start of the US season. So no big deal. And they said that's the one. And then they cast me first. But like they didn't make that known until I was off the show. I literally got a call 2 days before leaving. So like they casted me, but they kept me on my toes for 6 months. Have you ever suggested to the producers anyone? Sorry, I can't read. Have you ever suggested anyone to producers that they pick? Yeah. A lot of not friends, but like acquaintances will message me and say, I want to go on. So I'll text one of the producers and ask, are you still looking for girls? Are you still looking for guys? Send them their information, and then they go from there. I don't really hear anything else after that. The face of Love Island. Thanks. So many people would like to disagree. How intense does it feel in the villa? Elizabeth loves to tell this story about me because I lost my shit at one point when Kira left. I was just so over it, and I just could not, for one more day, talk about what was going on in the villa and how I felt. I was like, it's been 5 hours. I still feel the same way. Nothing has changed. So it's like stressful, and it gets to you because you're like, oh my God, how many times can we talk about the same thing? And there was this island that you could see across from our villa. And one morning it was super foggy out, and it was always our pinpoint. Like, we're still in real life. The villa, that little island is still there, completely gone in the fog. I legitimately went insane. I was like, where's the villa? Where is it? We're not in reality. So I had to go see the therapist. I'm dead. Devin Zeta have received so much love. Good. Did Elizabeth apply? No, I think Elizabeth, she wanted to go on Survivor in college, and they had her application. So I think they like pulled it or something. I don't know. Preach. Yeah, I don't know who is bullying, but like, why are we doing that? It's all fun and games. We're making fun of people for the fun of it. It's not supposed to be mean. No one should be. I just can't. I just hope no one is sending ridiculous things, because I'll come for you. Alex reminds me of Phoebe in terms of how they speak. I'm dead. I could see that. Show us your casting tape. I've never seen it. I've never seen my casting tape. I've never seen it. Do you think Phoebe Villa is the same as Phoebe in the outside world? Because you think that someone would try to be their better self in the villa, but that's not Phoebe's case. I am sure that Phoebe is a great person. Like, I have no doubt. I think that when you get cast on a show like this, they pick their villains and they stick with that storyline. And unfortunately, she's giving them what they want. So she's getting the villain edit. And it's not real life. I think everyone just has to remember. I'm sure she doesn't like, I'm not saying anything like that. Never mind. But they're all characters. They're all made out to be characters. Everyone is different when they get off the show. Everyone. They're not who you see. Just saying. Did you meet Kira's dad? He's viral right now. Yes, I love him. He's amazing. Which Islanders do you want to meet? I think I'm meeting a few of them soon. See, if you stay, you get the tea. I obviously want to meet the final four. I want to meet Deb. I feel like I'd just get along with her super well. And we just talk about conspiracy theories and probably like do some weird shit. And Phoebe, Sydney, I can't. I want to meet Phoebe. I want to meet Sid. I want to meet them all, you know? I loved meeting Courtney. Like, Courtney is perfection in real life. She is so gorgeous. I was just like, we were taking pictures yesterday and we were all looking at them and we were like, oh my God, why do we look so bad? The lighting in my apartment was just so off. Like, we all looked terrible. But me and Elizabeth looked like fifth graders next to her. Like, her beauty is just, it just like punches you in the face. Trying not to be biased about favorite people this season. Do you hang out with any other Islanders from any other season? Yes, I do. The show didn't do your personality justice at all. No offense. Oh, thank you. I'm dead. I'm not boring, I swear. Sometimes I can be, but I don't know. I was like the little farm girl from an unknown town of Philadelphia. I guess that was my character. But who was the previous? Oh, were you not here? It was Dylan. He backed out. We're really mad at him. We're not happy with him. Very angry. Very angry. Yep, I think I have now. I probably wouldn't do the challenge. I'm really bad at math, and scaling buildings while doing math just doesn't sound like it's for me. I saw I see clips when all the girls upload, but I haven't had a chance to watch it because this is consuming my life. What was talking to Maddie like? She's super sweet. Super sweet. Like, so down to earth, humble, just really kind. Why'd you say now, sis? What? What'd I do? What'd I do? I'm like, what'd I do? And then I'll leave. I'd love to see you on the challenge. I don't think I can do another reality show. As I say that, I'm like, guys, I'm going on the challenge. I think you might have, yeah, you came in at the end. Sorry. You'll be able to replay it. I'll timestamp everything. Are there other people in the villa besides the Islanders? I cannot speak to this season. I don't know. But we had like a mom and dad of the villa basically just, they kind of just like kept everything moving and got us ready for dates and, you know, everything. Love Island ladies have been confessional gold. Shannon, Justine, and Cash are everything. Totally agree. Totally agree. Amazing race. I think me and Elizabeth would truly kill each other before we finished. There is no way. Alex and Elizabeth Casa Girl season 5. Stop. Absolutely not. I can't even watch that show. I'm not gonna lie. Go do your Are You the One. Fun fact, I tried out for Are You the One when I was a senior in college, and they asked me if I would leave school and go on it, so I said no. Okay. I'm gonna go in a minute. I hope Zeta and Timmy get asked to do the Amazing Race. That'd be so good. I would love that. Would I go back on the show? We kind of talked about this. I'll give a little summary. This will be my like ending note because I've been talking too much. This isn't about me. This is about season 4 Islanders. I think like I just wouldn't want to come in at the time Mackenzie did because I'm terrified. I am just so awkward and I cannot walk. I can't even go to a party alone. Can't even go to the grocery store alone. Let's be honest. I will have my AirPods in. Like, I just always feel super awkward. So walking into like 6 girls probably wanting to bite my head off, if I was interested in any of their guys, would make me shit my pants. That's probably why I was never a bombshell. I'm very good in group settings and getting to know everyone. But I would definitely go on if there was someone I was interested in. I don't know if I could do it again fully. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels really weird. So that's that on that. I'm like, and then catch me next season on Love Island. I'm just kidding. They would probably never do that. I open my mouth too much. On that note, thank you guys for joining this live. And whoever's listening to the podcast, sorry for the tangents. This is a long ass video, but we will hopefully be interviewing whoever gets kicked off tonight. Let's see who it is. Very interested to see. So go follow After the Island on Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram, AlexStewart11. Go like this video. I see 264 of you guys in here. Go like it. And let us know your thoughts on tonight's episode. I hope it's spicy because this one should have been an email. On that note, love you guys. Bye.